Jellicle-cats meet once a year on the night we make the Jellicle choice. And now that the Jellicle leader is here, Jellicle-cats can all rejoice. Battle of the peaks and the particles, together with some account of the participation of the pugs and the palms, and the intervention of the great Rumpus cat. The peaks and the pollicles, everyone knows, are proud and implacable, passionate foes. It is always the same wherever one goes. And the pugs and the pums, although most people say that they do not like fighting, yet once in a way they now and again join into the fray. And they bark, 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 until you can hear them all over the park. Now, on the occasion of which I shall speak, almost nothing had happened for nearly a week, and that's a long time for a paw or a peek. The big police dog was away from his beat. I don't know the reason, but most people think he slipped into the Wellington Arms for a drink. And no one at all was about on the street when a peak and a pollicle happened to meet. They did not advance or exactly retreat, but they glared at each other and scraped their hind feet and started to bark, 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 until you could hear them all over the park. And they bark, 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 until you could hear them all over the park. Now the peak, although people may say what they please, is no British dog but a heathen Chinese. And so all the peaks, when they heard the uproar, some came to the window, some came to the door. There were surely a dozen, more likely a score, and together they started to grumble and wheeze in their huffery, snuffery, heathen Chinese. But a terrible din is what pollicles like, for your pollicle dog is a door Yorkshire tyke.
There are dogs of the angry nation, the Irish, the Welsh and the Dane, the Russian, the Dutch, the Dalmatian, and even from China and Spain. But a poodle upon the Alsatian, and a massive from Wolf on the chain.
And to those that are frisky and frolical, let my meaning be perfectly plain.
But my name is Alonzo-cats, and you better not do it again.
And his bro Scottish cousins are snappers and biters, and every dog jack of them knowed were fighters. And so they step out with their papers in order, playing when the blue bonnets come over the border. Then the pugs and the palms are no longer aloof, but some from the balcony, some from the roof, joined into the din with a bark, 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 until you could hear them all over the park. Until you could hear them all over the park. No! Jellicle-cats meet once a year on the night we make the Jellicle choice. And now that the Jellicle leader is here, Jellicle-cats can all rejoice. Battle of the peaks and the pollicles, together with some account of the participation of the pugs and the palms, and the intervention